Wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go.
Hey Nakama, welcome to Gomu Gomu, it's me. My name is Alden, or Alden. Today we're going to be talking about my predictions for chapter 1054 or 1054. I just like breaking it down. But anyways, so the way that chapter 1053 ended was crazy, right? So we, obviously got the introduction of GREENBULL in the previous chapter, and seeing him do what he did to King and Queen, which I'm not gonna say there's a debate, but there's speculation like, oh, were they at full capacity? Obviously with their Zoan powers, they could have already been healed. It's been a week, so were they at full capacity? I mean, I'm pretty sure their their morale was pretty low after being defeated. But so yeah, what Admiral GREENBULL did to them was pretty crazy. But at the same time, it's like, that's where I have admirals. Like, everybody wants to get into this debate about where are admirals. Are they Yonko level? Are they first commander level? Where do they fit, right? And I think with the way this chapter, or the previous chapter, obviously, because we're talking about, whatever. The way that the previous chapter went, with, GREENBULL decimating them too, it's kind of like they're trying to up the admirals a little bit. Like, oh, look at what, they made quick work, but when we think about feats in anime, you like, whenever somebody talks about how strong somebody is, they're like, oh, what have they done, right? What's their feats? Okay, so the only feats we have are from Marineford. I mean, I'm sure there's little stories here and there that I could bring up, but the main thing, right, where we have Kizaru, Aokiji, and Akainu, they didn't really look that impressive. I mean, they didn't really defeat Whitebeard, and yet, like, even then, he was an old Whitebeard who was sick and shouldn't have been there in the first place. And they all stopped when Shanks showed up and said, look, the war is over. Now, if they were all Yonko level, and Akainu is supposed to be, he's the fleet admiral now, so one would go so far to say that, he's the strongest, person. I mean, obviously tactics and everything come into play, like with Sengoku, but Sengoku, I'm sure, was powerful. So, and Garb could have been fleet admiral, but he doesn't want to. That's another story. That's another video. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, their greatest feat is hurting Whitebeard or whatever, and that's not really that impressive. Like, when you think about it, Kizaru froze when Ben Beckman sat there and had a gun on him. Now, I don't know what was in that gun, if he could shoot hockey bullets, but that's yet to be seen. But yeah, he froze. And then, Marco was fighting off, the admirals, and then Marco was fighting off both King and Queen now, like, back during the raid of Onigashima. So it's like, where are they going with this, with GREENBULL? Now, is there a chance that he's stronger than all the other admirals and he was just coming up through the ranks when everything happened? Of course. But this whole thing of admirals being stronger, or not stronger, but on par with Yonko, I don't really believe it. Like, the Yonko, like, to me, are still the very top. Now, Luffy being the newest one, and, I mean, Teach is pretty new, but he has two of the strongest devil fruits. So he's kind of like up there, but Luffy just getting back, or not just getting back, but just getting in with, the Gear 5. He, like, GREENBULL might be there, but do we know? We don't. Now, I do think that he intends, with all intents and purposes, to be like, look, I'm bringing back this kid's head. I mean, he had the Wanted poster. He's basically said that, right? But what I think is going to happen, and it's going to be kind of crazy because, Wano is still closed and everything, and everybody's saying that maybe GREENBULL or Fujitora or both have ties to Wano, which, I mean, I can kind of see Fujitora a little bit. We don't really know that much about GREENBULL, like, we haven't really seen that much. We've just seen him. But Fujitora, kind of with the way he's presents himself with those samurai thing, like, I don't know. But I really think he's going to try to fight Luffy in them, right? But what I think will stop him or not make it as, like, it won't be a battle, is the fact that Wano right now is in shambles when it comes to resources. There's literally one place that grows, viable food for everybody, and it wasn't even for everybody. So it's not even like it's plentiful. So with Green Bull's, nature power, it kind of stands to reason if he's on the side of justice, which he's kind of weird, like it's like he has both sides of justice, like the whole Fujitora thing, that was like in chapters back or whatever when Akainu wanted him to do something, whatever. But and then he has the Akainu kind of approach to justice where I think he's hell bent on killing these pirates, not just bringing them to justice. Like Akainu was trying to kill Luffy during Marineford. He was trying to kill Ace. He would have killed Jinbei. He would have killed everybody there if he had the power. So it's kind of weird. Like he's both sides of it, So I think the Akainu side of him is like thinking like, oh, go after this guy. He's just he obviously knows who Luffy is right now. But then I honestly think the like Fujitora kind of like not like relaxed on rules, but he's like Fujitora, like he sees better than most, which I mean is a cliche or whatever because he blinded himself. But his sense of justice is, okay, now all pirates are bad, and if these pirates are helping these people, what am I gonna do now? He went after Luffy and his fleet or whatever during the Dressrosa arc, but did he really go after him? No. He could have sunk all the ships if he really wanted to. Like if he was really after that, he could have sunk all of them. So I think Green Bull, I'm talking about, is going to approach Luffy and everybody else or whatever. And I think, obviously this is all speculation right now. I'm sure there's like leaks there and here, but I follow the manga when it comes out. So those days I don't do no leaks because I feel like that's taken away from, Eiichiro Oda sensei. Like he wants you to get this product and with shown whatever, it comes out on a certain day. If he wanted to give it to us directly, he could log into a Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and put it to us. But he wants it through these channels, so that's how I respect it. So, I don't know any leaks. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. But I think Green Bull's going to show up. Everybody's all together, basically. And he's going to, like, approach Luffy and be like, I'm here to take your head. And Kid and Law, as well as the rest of you pirates or whatever, right? And then Momonosuke is going to step in. And he's going to say, these people just liberated Wano. We are not affiliated with the world government. We don't want your help, and we don't need it. We have been, like, he's going to give us, I feel like, not a speech really, but, like, he's just going to say things along the lines of, we were looking for help for 20 years, and y'all did nothing. Now, all of a sudden, when, these guys came and saved us, you want to step in? No, get out of my country. That's why I think he kept it closed, because he knew that there was going to be repercussions for Luffy and the Straw Hats and everybody else that was involved. So I think he's keeping it Wano closed until they're allowed to, escape. I mean, dude. I don't know how you escape something you liberate, but whatever. But he's letting, like, he wants to give them, obviously, the proper send-off and everything. And I think, he's going to, and Green Bull is going to, like, the citizens are going to be around. Momonosuke is going to be, so, like, everybody's going to be pinpointed on Green Bull, looking at him like, what are you doing here? This is not what we want. Get out of here, right? So I think Green Bull's going to have to draw back a little bit, right? But what I think is going to happen is Momonosuke is also going to be like, look, Kaido and Big Mom, they fell, right? Why don't you go, I don't know how I'm saying this, but he's going to suggest taking them in instead of trying to go after Luffy and the Straw Hats, because we still don't know what happened to Kaido and Big Mom. We just know they fell. We know, like, the magma and stuff, but, like, when it comes to Yonkos and stuff, like, Big Mom fell in the ocean. She washed up on shore. She had amnesia, or not? Well, yeah, she had amnesia, but she was in the water a long time. It's not like she was in there for like a few seconds. Like, she should have died. So Yonkos are impervious to a couple things, and Kaido's got the whole flames and everything. So I don't think magma killed him. So I think Green Bull's gonna try to go after Kaido and Big Mom, and I think that's what's gonna, like, how that chapter. Obviously, this is gonna be packed, so I don't think there's gonna be I don't think everything I'm saying is gonna make it into a full chapter, but just the how it's being played out, because I forgot where I read it, but they said they wanted to end, like, wrap up Wano soon. So obviously they can't spend another 10, 15 chapters. So, I think that's how they're going to do it. Momonosuke's going to step in. He's going to be like, look, these guys saved us. We're not even affiliated with the world government. We don't want you here. We had to do this. You guys didn't help. So he's going to be like, since we're still closed, I don't get out of my country. If you want to take Kaido and Big Mom, they're somewhere. Go after them. And that's it. And I think not by willingness of, like, wanting to help out Momonosuke, because I feel like he's going to feel disrespected, but I think Green Bull will help out the agriculture of Wano because of how desolate it is. I mean, you still got, just because they beat Kaido and everything doesn't mean like the water goes back to being pure again, and they can eat it whatever they want. So I don't know. I think that's how it's gonna shape up. So maybe not every single thing I said, but like that's the direction it's gonna lead. Like Green Bull's gonna try to fight Luffy, but Momonosuke's gonna step in. I mean, we know Luffy's gonna be like, "You want something? Let's go." So, and then plus, I think they're gonna kind of, like, they didn't really show what he did to King and Queen, but they showed that he's formidable. So Sanji and Zoro, barely got away after their fights with King and Queen. So, this guy decimated him. So he's on par with them. So, I don't think they're gonna try to throw all their eggs and be like, okay, fight again, because we just were in Wano for, I think, what, 2 years? Or no, the raid was 2 years, I think. I got that right? Something like that, right? So going from that non-stop, action. Obviously, I'm generalizing, but going from that to Green Bull fighting, the Straw Hats is kind of, I don't think Oda Sensei would do that. So, that's just how I feel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe. Safe travels on your journeys, and I will be the king of YouTube. Peace.